Welcome back to Celestial Zodiac. Taurus, welcome to your August 2026 horoscope. August invites you to create greater stability by embracing change rather than resisting it. As an earth sign, you naturally appreciate consistency, comfort, and knowing what to expect. This month, however, the cosmos encourages you to recognize that some of the greatest opportunities come from stepping outside familiar routines. The balance between security and growth becomes one of your most important themes throughout August. The month begins under the warm, expressive energy of Leo season, drawing your attention toward your home, family, and emotional foundations. You may find yourself focusing on improving your living environment, strengthening family relationships, or creating a greater sense of peace in your personal life. This is an ideal time to establish a solid foundation before directing your energy toward larger ambitions. Several important planetary influences shape your month. Mercury helps you have meaningful conversations about family matters, long-term security, and future plans. Venus, your ruling planet, enhances your appreciation for beauty, comfort, and meaningful relationships, making August a favorable month for reconnecting with loved ones or creating more harmony in your surroundings. As the Sun moves into Virgo later in the month, the energy shifts toward creativity, romance, personal fulfillment, and enjoying the simple pleasures that remind you why your hard work matters. The full moon may bring greater awareness to your career, reputation, or long-term goals, highlighting areas where you're ready for recognition or where adjustments may be necessary. Later in the month, the new moon encourages fresh beginnings involving creativity, hobbies, self-expression, and matters of the heart, making it an excellent time to pursue projects that genuinely inspire you. The overall lesson for August is understanding that true stability isn't created by avoiding change. It's created by building a strong foundation that allows you to adapt with confidence. The more willing you are to embrace new possibilities while remaining grounded in your values, the more rewarding this month can become. Let's explore what August 2026 has in store for your career, finances, emotional well-being, personal growth, and the best times to make your biggest moves. August encourages you to build on what you've already established rather than chasing every new opportunity that appears, Taurus. While others may feel tempted to move quickly, your greatest advantage this month comes from patience, careful planning, and making thoughtful decisions that support your long-term goals. Slow and steady truly becomes your strength. The first half of the month may have you balancing responsibilities at home with increasing demands at work. You could find yourself juggling family matters, home improvements, or personal obligations while continuing to pursue professional goals. Although this may occasionally feel overwhelming, your natural ability to stay organized and dependable helps you handle these competing priorities more effectively than you realize. If you've been waiting for recognition, the full moon may bring important developments involving your career or reputation. A project you've worked hard on could finally receive the attention it deserves, or you may begin to see the results of consistent effort made over the past several months. Even if the rewards aren't immediate, you'll likely notice signs that you're moving in the right direction. Financially, August favors strengthening your foundation rather than making risky moves. This is an excellent month to review your budget, increase savings, pay down debt, or invest in improvements that offer long-term value. Venus, your ruling planet, certainly encourages enjoying life's comforts. But this month's astrology reminds you that financial security creates even greater peace of mind than short-term indulgences. As Virgo season begins later in the month, creative opportunities may emerge that could eventually become additional sources of income. Whether it's turning a hobby into a side business, developing a talent, or approaching your work with fresh ideas, don't underestimate the value of your creativity. Sometimes the smallest idea planted now can grow into something much larger over time. If workplace conflicts arise, your calm and practical approach will serve you well. Rather than reacting emotionally or becoming drawn into unnecessary drama, focus on solutions. Others may look to you as the steady voice of reason, and your reliability could strengthen your professional reputation. By the end of August, you'll likely feel more confident about where your career is heading. The progress may not always be dramatic, but it is meaningful, sustainable, and built to last. Emotionally, August encourages you to create greater peace by paying attention to what truly makes you feel safe, supported, and emotionally fulfilled. Taurus naturally values stability, and this month reminds you that emotional security begins within rather than depending entirely on external circumstances. The opening weeks of August place extra emphasis on home and family. You may feel called to spend more time with loved ones, improve your living space, or simply slow down enough to enjoy life's quieter moments. Creating an environment where you can relax and recharge becomes especially important, as it provides the emotional foundation needed to handle everything else happening around you. The full moon may also highlight the balance between your professional ambitions and your personal life. If you've been devoting too much energy to work while neglecting your emotional needs, this lunation gently encourages you to restore equilibrium. Success feels much more meaningful when it's shared with the people and experiences that matter most. As the month progresses, Virgo season lightens the emotional atmosphere. You may rediscover hobbies, creative interests, or simple pleasures that remind you not to take life so seriously. Whether it's spending time in nature, enjoying music, cooking, gardening, or reconnecting with a favorite pastime, these moments of joy help replenish your emotional energy. Mentally, August favors simplifying rather than overcomplicating. If your mind feels overwhelmed by responsibilities or uncertainty, break large challenges into smaller, manageable steps. Taurus thrives when there's a clear plan, and creating structure can significantly reduce stress. Most importantly, be gentle with yourself if life doesn't unfold exactly as expected. Flexibility doesn't mean abandoning your values. It simply means allowing yourself to adapt without losing sight of what matters most. By the end of August, many Taurus natives will feel calmer, more emotionally centered, and better prepared for the opportunities that lie ahead. August is a month of strengthening your inner foundation, Taurus. You're often known for your loyalty, patience, and determination, but this month asks you to look beyond your external accomplishments and reconnect with what truly gives your life meaning. The universe reminds you that growth isn't measured only by what you achieve. It's also reflected in the peace, confidence, and wisdom you develop along the way. One of your biggest spiritual lessons this month is learning to trust yourself when life begins to shift. As a fixed earth sign, change doesn't always feel comfortable. You prefer knowing where you're headed and having a solid plan before taking action. Yet August encourages you to see change not as something to fear, but as an opportunity to build an even stronger future. Sometimes the very changes you resist become the ones that open the most rewarding doors. Leo season asks you to nurture your roots. Whether that means healing old family patterns, creating a more peaceful home, or simply spending more time reflecting on what truly matters, this is an opportunity to strengthen your emotional foundation. The more secure you feel within yourself, the less you'll be shaken by outside circumstances. As Virgo season begins later in the month, your spiritual growth becomes lighter and more expressive. You're encouraged to reconnect with activities that spark joy, creativity, and childlike curiosity. Whether it's art, music, writing, gardening, cooking, or spending time in nature, these simple pleasures help remind you that happiness isn't something you have to earn. It can also be something you intentionally create. Spiritually, August also teaches the value of flexibility. Strength isn't about refusing to bend. It's about knowing how to adapt while staying true to your values. The more open you become to life's natural rhythms, the easier it becomes to recognize opportunities that may have previously gone unnoticed. By the end of the month, many Taurus natives will discover they've become more confident in themselves, not because life became easier, but because they've learned to trust their own resilience. That quiet inner confidence becomes one of your greatest strengths moving into the months ahead. The first third of August is best spent strengthening your foundation. Focus on home, family, financial planning, and completing responsibilities that have been waiting for your attention. This is an excellent time to organize your environment, clarify your priorities, and prepare for opportunities that may arrive later in the month. Building stability now creates greater freedom later. The middle of August brings an important turning point. The full moon may highlight your career, public image, or long-term ambitions, revealing where you've made progress and where adjustments are needed. This is a favorable period for evaluating goals, celebrating achievements, and making thoughtful decisions about your next professional steps. Avoid rushing major commitments until you've carefully considered every option. The final third of August becomes noticeably lighter and more creative as Virgo season shifts your attention toward personal fulfillment. This is an excellent time to begin creative projects, strengthen romantic relationships, enjoy hobbies, or simply make more room for activities that bring genuine happiness. If you've been waiting for the right moment to express yourself or explore a new passion, this part of the month offers supportive energy. Throughout August, remember that not every opportunity requires an immediate answer. Your greatest success this month comes from thoughtful preparation, careful observation, and trusting your instincts. While others may feel pressure to hurry, your willingness to move deliberately often leads to wiser decisions and more lasting results. As August draws to a close, you'll likely feel more grounded, optimistic, and emotionally balanced than you did at the beginning of the month. By combining patience with a willingness to embrace positive change, you'll be well positioned to enter September with renewed confidence and a stronger sense of purpose. Taurus, August 2026 reminds you that some of life's greatest rewards are built one steady step at a time. While the month begins by encouraging you to strengthen your foundation at home and within yourself, it gradually opens the door to new opportunities for creativity, personal fulfillment, and long-term success. By trusting your instincts while remaining open to change, you'll discover that growth and stability can go hand in hand. Whether you're making progress in your career, improving your financial security, deepening your relationships, or simply creating more balance in your daily life, this month encourages you to honor both your practical nature and your desire for a more meaningful, joyful future. The small choices you make today have the potential to shape the months ahead in powerful ways. Remember, astrology doesn't determine your destiny. It simply reveals the energies and opportunities available to you. How you choose to work with those energies is entirely up to you. Stay patient, trust the process, and don't underestimate the quiet progress happening behind the scenes. Sometimes the strongest growth isn't immediately visible, but it's creating the roots for something extraordinary. If you enjoyed this August 2026 Taurus horoscope, please give this video a thumbs up. subscribe to Celestial Zodiac and ring the notification bell so you never miss your monthly horoscopes, weekly forecasts, compatibility readings, and the latest astrology updates. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. What are you hoping to accomplish this August? And has any of this horoscope already resonated with your experiences? Thank you so much for watching. I hope August brings you stability, abundance, and plenty of reasons to smile. Until next time, take care and may the stars guide your path.